Hey guys, this video is the second part of the 34 things that surprised me in Italy. As I did in the first part, I will be comparing Italy with Japan, so you can learn more about it too. Alright, have fun until the end. 19th, the only thing I ran away from on this trip. Even when I saw some dangerous roads ahead of me, I didn't turn around. It didn't matter how rough or steep they were, but I did run away from one thing. What do you think it was? Dogs are the answer. During my trip through Italy, I saw a lot of wild dogs, mostly in the countryside. I love dogs in general, but not wild ones, because getting bitten could make you sick with rabies, and getting rabies is very likely to kill you. So when I saw dogs on the street, I ran away immediately. As I was playing tags with them, I got to Pisa. 20th, superb leaning. What I didn't expect was how much the Tower of Pisa leaned, and I realized it more as I went up the stairs inside, and I was losing my balance like crazy. We also have something called Japanese version of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's a unique temple with a double spiral staircase called Aizu Sazaedo. Apparently, it was a wooden structure built 200 years ago. It's not actually leaning, but the spiral staircase makes it feel like it is. I haven't been there yet, but I'm so interested. So, I'll drop by one day. 21st, fancy sculpture from Firenze. I took the train from Pisa to Firenze today. What surprised me most about Firenze was how many sculptures they had. Usually, Japanese ones are made of wood. So, the white sculptures made of stone look more fancier to me. I thought it was a real city of art. 22nd, the anime One Piece is well known in Italy. One Piece is one of the most popular anime in Japan, but I thought it's not so popular abroad. So I naturally thought it's not so famous in Italy as well. But in fact, the owner at the camping site was a big fan.
My favorite is Dracul Mio.
Oh, Mihawk,
Yeah,
yes.
this is my favorite.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's why it made me so happy that we could talk about it. Is One Piece popular in Italy? Let me know in the comments. 23rd, as much cheese as you want. There was something that always amazed me about cheese when I ordered pasta in Italy. You could take a cheese as much as you wanted. I could put a lot of thick Italian cheese on top of my plate. Oh my goodness, it tastes so good. It tastes like food of my dreams. 24th, avoiding food waste. The fact that I could always get bread with my pasta was another thing I liked about it. After I eat the pasta, I can use the bread to scrape up the sauce. This way of eating makes me think of a senbatsu, which is a Buddhist way to eat everything on your plate by pouring some tea and wiping with pickled vegetables. Yet traditionally like us, Italy doesn't like waste food, which made me so happy to know. 25th, a city that Japanese people don't know about. I got to a place called Sienna today. To be honest, I didn't expect much since I passed this city on my way to Roma, but I was wrong in every way. It was so lovely to visit Sienna. The buildings were so beautiful and had a lot of history behind them. For example, take a look at this piazza that I got so impressed with. No wonder why people say it's the most beautiful piazza in the world. Why do Japanese people not know much about this city? They definitely should. 26th, water from springs. As I rode my bike, I often saw some spring water. What a gift! You don't know how much it helps people walking or riding bicycles. It literally helped me survive. 27. Mysterious round objects. I found many round things like these while riding my bike through the countryside of Italy. What are these? We don't really have this kind of scenery in Japan, so please someone tell me. 28. The village of Lapita Castle in the Sky. Today I got to a town called Calcutta Vecchia. I only visited this town by chance, but it was so beautiful that I had to look up this town on Google. What I learned was that this town was used as a model for the plot of the anime Castle in the Sky. The well-known Ghibli director Hayao Miyazaki has also visited here himself. Did you know that? 29th, the Toyota Yaris. As soon as got to Roma, I noticed something. Yeah, there are many types of cars, but it looked like there are most of them Toyota Yaris. Look, there are 3 of them in this parking lot alone. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I have never expected to see so many Yaris here. What a good surprise! 13th, tourist spots in Italy. I've heard of it, but yeah, the tourist spots had a lot of people. This photo was taken when I reached the final destination of my trip, Roma. Where am I? Here. I felt how great Italy is with this big crowd of people. 31st, the habit of throwing coins. My friend told me you can come back to Italy if you throw some coins into the fountain. So I gave it a try, and then I thought, it's like what we do in Japan, because we also have the habit of throwing coins at shrines and temples. Because Japanese people believe that tossing coins is a way of not only praying, but also purifying themselves. In this way too, Italy and Japan might be a bit alike. 32nd, the most beautiful church ever. After holding a tea party in Roma, one of my friends told me, hey, you see right there is the Vatican. I remember learning about it at school as the smallest country in the world, but I never dreamed of actually visiting there one day. And as soon as I got there, it blew my mind. What a stunningly beautiful church. How much time did they spend to build all this? I was just dumbfounded all the time at the church. 33rd, the most delicious pasta in my life. After Roma, I went to see my friend in Sardinia, and I had pasta with mussels at the eatery we found on the street. And this is how I felt after eating it.
Yeah, what's it?
I swear this was the most delicious pasta I've ever had in my life. I could fully taste the seafood broth there. Oh my goodness. 34th, a washing machine I've never seen before. This was the last thing that surprised me on my trip in Italy. When I opened the washer for laundry, I realized that the washing machine was at a strange angle. What is this? I've never seen a washer like this before. By the way, in Japan, most washers are either front loaders or top loaders. Seeing these differences in how people live is one of the best parts of the trip, right? Okay, so today I talked about the second part of 34 things that surprised me in Italy. What did you think about them? Honestly, I really enjoyed spending time in Italy. Thank you for surprising me a lot. Now it's your turn to visit Japan, and be surprised, Japan is waiting for you. Alright then, see you soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.
It's you. Come on.
Okay, I'm a Matrix. Dee dee dee.
Yo.